Yep.
And we are recording.
Go.
Back in the game.
Yeah.
All right, so
The Halo's going
I
right.
gotta remember how to play. Oh, it's been a while. I remember you guys had just defeated this Grick Alpha creature in the guts, the dungeon of this particular castle that you've managed to wander into. It was a pretty harrowing battle, if memory serves. There was some eggs in there. I think Taz smashed in the eggs and made the creature a little on the angry side, but I think it was waiting for you anyway, so eggs or no eggs, you were about to be a snack. But being level 5, you know what kickers that you guys are. You took care of it, and there was a little bit of treasure in this big kind of cavern, and remember too, this is, if you can visualize, you're in cave structures now, so you're not in like a nice clean dungeon wall. You're in these burrows underground, sort of separate from the cave structure. It's dark, it's damp, it's chilly. You can hear the drip, drip, drip of water kind of plopping down in the puddles off of stalactites, forming stalagmites. Did I get that right?
Mites, yeah.
And then what happened here is you walked in, and then just this big cavern sort of appeared. It's still dark. Those with dark vision can kind of see what's going on. Those, I think, let me get my name tags out. I was going to call you Mark. I think Gimner had a torch. We talked a little bit about that. I think you still had some time left on it, if I'm not mistaken. You've been using it. Maybe not a lot of time left. It's maybe on its last legs. I think it was 6 hours of light or something like that you had.
Okay, the lantern, a flask of oil.
It was a lantern, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it was. So you could see through the lamplight, those who don't have dark vision. And then you picked up, I think, Elisar, you grabbed a sack of coins. As you could have see the bottom of this cavern, there's bones and various different types of creatures scattered across the floor. This was a lair, and either things were being brought here to be fed to this massive alpha Grick Alpha. I always forget which order that is, or she was hunting, whichever way it was. But you had this battle. Some of you got injured. I don't remember who, but there was, when we last left, you guys were taking a short rest. So did you guys all roll the hit dice you wanted to roll for that?
Yeah.
Everybody's where they want to be?
Yep.
Y'all can check before we move forward here. I'm going to share my screen.
All right, I've got one question for the group. I see in my inventory that I'm looking for the coins I found last time we met. If I look in my notes, and I probably should have had a little bit better notes, I actually see where I've got a sad note and a locket of hair from a werebore. I do vaguely remember an encounter with a werebore, but I just remember that sad note and a locket of hair.
There's a good backstory there.
It sounds like it.
So it wasn't even this castle, it was another one, right?
Yeah, it was the first one we went to, right?
Yeah, this is Harpshield. It was a different one that you guys had.
Flotian Estate.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, I got where you're coming from.
And the werebore, once you killed it, you've discovered that it had a little. This is going off memory, so Mark, keep me honest here if I mess it up. But it had a note and like tucked in, basically saying something along the lines of, whoever finds this note, please tell my beloved that the creature that is now dead before whoever, sort of found this was not the man I wanted to be, that I was the victim of this sort of curse and was doing unspeakable harm to others. And please let them remember me as trying to be, the good father and the good husband that I wanted to be. Okay. Yeah.
Too bad no one's going to see it. All right. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. That was just some flavor to be like,
detritus. We're cool.
A little, Am I conflicted? Is this a good guy, a bad guy? What is this? I'm not sure. It's not it's not like an owlbear, something just trying to eat you or whatever. It's so that's where that's
All right, from. Gotcha. Just as an aside, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I forgot about that. We've been playing this campaign for a while now. Come to think of it.
Yeah.
All right, so can you guys see the map?
Yes.
Okay. The cavern that you'd gone into was this big open space. The boulders kind of piled in from one side. These are 10 by 10, so you can get a sense of the scale of this underground cavern as you're moving through it. The ceiling, it's rounded. It's not as high as the rooms in the dungeon. I can't remember what we said. It vacillates 10 feet, 15 feet. Sort of the roof, undulates. And so you guys had taken a short rest in this space, and you thought about taking a long rest, and I believe I quipped that you could try to take a long rest.
He quipped.
But that may not materialize. But nonetheless, you are now sort of stretching your legs after your short rest, and I will leave it to you all to decide where you wanted to go. I think you were still heading east, this direction, trying to kind of close the loop, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I think that'd be wise to close the loop. What do you think, guys? How are we doing as a group? Are we cool? I'm fine for once.
I'm good.
Yeah, Gimner's cool.
Go
grab his hooded lantern and start shining the light down the hallway to the east.
All right, so let me go back to this so I can move this guy out of the way. This little card here. Yeah, you start shining your light to the east, and it illuminates the hallway, and you see that it sort of starts to open up, similar to how this cavern opened up. This large sort of cavern room opened up before. Not as big, but certainly going in that direction. You keep walking in.
Yeah, let's walk in. Do we want to do a marching order?
Marching order, please.
I'll go first.
Elisar's up top.
I would like to go last.
Harlan.
I'll be in kind of the middle.
Taz and Gimner, you guys going to like a 1-2-1 formation? You can definitely. I mean, it's a
Sure.
little narrow in this hallway. It's probably about 5 feet, so you probably have to go single file actually.
Okay.
So this is Elisar, Taz, Gimner, Harlan.
Yep.
Is there a creature that likes to pluck people from the back of the line?
Yeah, probably. I would go with that one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
There's surely got to be something out there.
Everyone in the front says yes.
The wheels are turning. All right, Harlan, on your toes.
I will be.
All right, yeah. So you guys start moving into this little tavern here. It opens up. As you kind of move in, you're walking into this space. You hear a low rumble coming from the walls.
From the walls. Could you expound upon that?
As you kind of stand there, and if you go and if you feel the wall, I don't know, does anybody want to feel the wall? It's definitely vibrating.
Oh, if it's vibrating, yeah, I want to.
The south wall here.
Yep.
Yeah, or it's not really
Is
south.
the sound familiar? Have we heard this sound before?
You have not. And as you stand there, the sound gets louder, and the sound of sort of this crunching of rubble begins to get louder and louder. And you can't really tell in the room. It's now starting to, the sound is beginning to bounce off of all the walls. So where you thought it might have been coming from this side, it now sounds like it's coming from this side, and even sounds like it's coming from this entrance over here.
Okay, I want to put up my arms and say, whoa, guys, let's back this up a bit. Let's take a couple steps back.
So you start trying to back everybody up, and all of a sudden, in the far wall over here, just this massive spray of rock and gravel comes shooting out. And what you see is, let me stop sharing, because this is the big reveal. All at once, whoever's looking in this direction busting through the wall.
Ew.
Boom!
What the hell is that?
And it's just making this horrific sound.
So
And
he
then you
doesn't
hear
look
another.
like an ant, even though he kind of does look like an ant.
It does. Another opening. Boom! And another creature comes in. Everybody roll initiative.
All right, so there's two, right? You didn't say there are three, right? There's two.
There are two.
How tall are they? How big are they? Are they humanoid in size, about 6 feet, or are they bigger than that?
They're about, let's see, they're large.
Okay.
So when they bust through, they are quite massive.
Okay.
And they just kind of crash in. So large is, think of a large as in maybe like a hill giant almost.
Okay.
Oh, so they're big.
They're really big.
Definitely not ant sized.
No.
No. And speaking of ant size, that was my roll. 12.
Okay.
I had an 11, so
Okay.
Harlan has a 13.
22.
it wasn't that small after all.
22, 11, 12. Harlan, what'd you roll?
13.
Yeah, it's 13, 12, 11.
22.
Okay. Awesome.
I would attack recklessly if I were you.
Give me 1 second here. There we go. All right. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's wild. Are you seeing the map or the creature again?
We're seeing the creature.
Okay, that's funny. How about that?
That's the Castle Dungeon map.
Oh, weird. Let me just go back. There we go. Easy enough. Yeah, so you just bust through. I mean, when they bust in, I mean, they take up a lot of the space, but they're just sort of, even with their claws, they're just raking gravel down and sort of burrowing out even more space for themselves. And they're just sort of swinging their bodies, and they're just turn and face you. And Taz, you're up. I'll
I'm
make
going
some notes
to.
and see where they are. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, you're marking where they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark them up here. So one busted in kind of right here, and one busted in kind of right here.
Are we just like coming through this little hallway, or are we all the way in here?
I think you guys have made it all the way in, so you're all sort of in this hallway.
Okay, so I'm gonna like try to center myself in between both of them,
Okay.
just to make myself a target, and then I will rage.
Okay. Kind of right in there.
Yeah, and then I'm going to recklessly attack.
All right.
Okay, on my first roll, I got a 25 to hit.
That hits.
So I'm gonna do this two. So that is 7 points of slashing damage, and then 6 points of radiant damage on my first hit.
Okay.
Then I'm going to attack again. And that is 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that will be 9 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that'll end my turn.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay. Is this a charming effect? I just have advantage if it's a charming effect.
Let me see what it says.
Point.
It is a kind of a magical.
If it doesn't say charm, it's not a charm.
It doesn't say charm, no.
Okay, I rolled a 10.
Okay, so was one of your things a reaction?
No, both of those were. I have multi-attack now.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so you failed the saving throw, so you can't take any reactions until the start of your next turn. But I need you to also roll a d8 and tell me what you roll.
D8. I rolled a 5.
Okay. When it's your turn the next time around, you take no action and use all of your movement to move in a random direction, north, south, east, or west, based on a d4.
I've been confused.
So just keep that in mind. Where is everyone else in relation to these creatures?
I'm going to say I was probably right in beside Taz there, to the right, because I was first.
Right in here?
Sure.
Right there? You're yellow?
Yeah, I'll be yellow.
I'd probably be on like the back of the wall, right behind Taz.
Back in here?
Yeah.
All right, you're fuchsia. And Gimner?
Gibner's in the middle of the room as well.
Just right in there with these guys. All right, you're blue. All right, Harlan, you're kind of back here. These two creatures are just busted in. And it's your turn.
Okay. Alright, Harlan is going to cast Witch Bolt at first level
Okay.
to the one on the left.
Okay, to this guy down here.
Yes.
So you're just going to zoom right over Gimner's head with a witch bolt. Go for it.
A 17 to hit.
17 misses.
Okay, that is my turn.
Okay. And let's see, these are 10 feet, so you can see them as well. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Ooh, 20, not natural.
Okay, you're fine. Elisar, you're up.
Yeah, Elisar is going to use the old, what am I going to do? Well, I'm right there. I am going to actually attack. I've got a short sword in one hand and a fist in the other. So since I'm right there,
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and strike at the one that Taz went for. I am going to strike at it with a short sword in one hand and then punch it. You know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger with the camel or the horse or whatever in Conan.
Okay.
And so my first attack will be an 18. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Woo. It's 1d6 plus 3. 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I get natural 20 with a punch.
Nice.
With a punch.
Did
Great.
you punch him with the ring that you're wearing?
Yes. Why
Now
not?
that ring has some magical properties, right?
Yeah, that was the red ring, if I remember right.
From the Temple of Silyun, it gives
It's
you
plus, which is plus three strength,
So
which is probably how I got my 4 because I have a 1 to hit with it unarmed,
yep,
and then plus 3 I imagine would be the plus 4.
yep, that sounds
So-
good.
So yeah, so I've got a 4. So 4 bludgeoning damage, then what? Double that because of the natural 20.
Yep. So 8.
Yep. So 8 with a punch.
Yeah, you just crush it. Pong. It feels like you're punching steel when you hit it. By the way. but it doesn't hurt your hand. I mean, it's a good, solid connection.
Good
Is that in your turn there?
That does end my turn, so I'm gonna have to roll for charisma. Yeah.
Correct.
Boy, 11.
All right, I need you to roll a d8.
I'll bet I do. It's gonna be a 2.
A 2. All right, nothing happens to you.
All right, I can deal with that.
And so Taz, by the way, you know, your head's swimming, you know, as you're kind of feeling this thing. You're looking at it. Gimner, you're up.
All righty. Hey, these squares are what, 10-foot squares?
Yeah.
They are.
And these creatures burrowed a tunnel into this room.
They did.
So where is the tunnel located? Like right behind them?
Good question. So one came in from, that's not what I want. Let's see. Kind of came in this way. And it's a large tunnel. The tunnel that kind of comes through here, and this one kind of came in from this way. And the tunnels that it left is a 5-foot wide, 8-foot high tunnel. So that gives you an idea of their size as well.
All right, cool. So this is what Gimner is going to do.
About 8 feet tall.
Gimner is going to run up and attack the one directly in front of him.
This guy here.
With his psychic blade.
Okay.
Taunting him in the process.
Okay.
Let's see here. Psychic blade attack. My dice take a second to populate. I'm using these cool new magical dice from D&D Beyond.
Oh, nice. It's so weird. It's so light outside right now. I'm so used to playing in the dark.
It's a 19 on the roll to hit.
That does hit.
And then I have an ally within melee range.
You do.
You do? Now, is this a reaction or is this just a part of your...
No, it's the sneak attack.
Okay.
So the regular attack is... Okay. So 7 points of psychic damage, and then the sneak attack portion is... So I know this old iPad's slow.
That's all right.
Okay. 8 additional points of psychic damage from sneak attack. Now, here's the cool part. While he's damaging him and taunting him, he's going to use his cunning bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And run into that tunnel he came out of, taunting him, trying to get this thing to follow him.
So when you made your attack, you looked at the creature.
Yep.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
We will see if you can execute this disengage.
It's a rogue skill called cunning action. So as a bonus action, a rogue can...
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. All right.
And I rolled a 10 on the charisma saving throw.
Okay, so roll a d8.
Let's see, d8. Got a 1.
Okay, you're able to... Yes, you're able to just zoom in. So let me move you. You have sort of zoomed into the tunnel. If I can grab this guy. Oh, I'm trying to move the whole thing. What? Is it like glue?
Gimner's like that.
Yeah.
A frog skin.
Yeah, it won't let me grab. There you go.
Clean the surfaces.
So what was your movement? How far did you get?
His total movement for the turn is 25.
Okay, so that's about 10, 15, 20. So you're kind of down in the tunnel now behind this thing.
Okay.
It is their turn. Everybody's gone, right? Yep. They're up. The one that you ran past, Gimner, is going to try to swipe at you as you're kind of going past it.
Okay.
Let's see. He has multiple attacks. He's going to try to bite you first with those massive mandibles that just, and then try to scoop you with his claws as you're trying to scurry it beneath him.
No double dipping.
The mandibles attack is a 14.
All right, misses.
All right. And then the claws, who's got, so that is a 23 for one claw.
That might have hit.
And if that one hit, the next one definitely hit. That's a 26. So you just got smash, 2 claws. Oh man, let me get the dice I need for this guy. All right, that is 21 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
Okay, got it. And Gimner probably doesn't see it because he's running past them.
Right, it's just
all
of a sudden just like in your back as you're sort of heading down the tunnel there. The other creature here that's come in from this side, Taz, Elisar, and Harlan. Harlan, you're a little out of reach, so it's between Taz and Elisar, and I'm just going to roll to see 1, 2, 3, Taz, 4, 5, 6, Elisar, 1, 2, 3, Taz.
Okay.
Again, just going to try to just do this massive mandible crunch, a couple of slashes.
Don't forget it has advantage because I attacked recklessly.
Thank you. The mandible catches you, assuming that a 24 hits.
Yep.
And I'll go ahead and just roll damage for that guy. Actually, they're all... No, that's a different one. Yep, I'll roll damage for the mandible attack. 17 points of slashing damage from the mandibles.
Okay.
And then the 2 claws. Natural 20 for 1. And then it's advantage for the claws too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so a natural 20 for 1. And then a 16 for the other one.
Okay.
Does the 16?
16 misses.
Okay, so the nat 20 hits with a claw. So it's kind of the same damage as the other one. Ooh. 20 points of slashing damage with the claw.
Okay.
Just rakes through your body with one of these big swipes. It's just blood is dripping off of its mandibles and off of one of its hands, and it's your blood, Taz, that you see. But it's your turn. And you're running in a certain direction of randomness. I'm not sure which direction.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, north, east, southwest.
That sounds good.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
Nice. Right into him.
I'm right into him.
You just go. Wait, which one is that? That's you, Taz, right? Are you yellow? I can't remember.
Just right in the middle of them.
Oh, that's you right down here, right? The yellow one?
Yep.
Bam! Right. You kind of skirt through and you're sort of into the tunnel slightly behind it as well. I mean, you just sort of went right after you got smashed, similar to what happened to Gimner. So you're kind of going into this tunnel sort of behind it. Go ahead.
I'm not going to attack recklessly this time. Just
okay.
I got hit pretty hard, so
yeah.
Probably should have. Does an 8 hit?
It does not hit.
And then does a 25 hit?
That definitely hits. And this one has not been hit yet.
So that's going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 3 points of radiant damage, and then my charisma save is an 11.
All right, roll the d8.
A 6?
Yeah. At 6, you're sort of doing the same thing. You're sort of going to go taking off in a random direction again. You're limited in which way you can go. You either go further down into the tunnel or back out into the main cavern.
Yep.
At the start of your next turn. Okay. Does that end your turn there, though?
Yep.
Harlan, you're up.
Okay. Harlan is gonna cast Summon Shadow Spawn.
Ooh.
So
what is that?
the left creature, to the left of him, I'm gonna summon a shadow spirit. So it's like this.
This guy here?
Yes.
Okay.
To the left of him. So this kind of like shadowy spirit kind of spawns in and he's under my control.
Just put him like right here. Oh, I can't even see him. Let me draw him. Right there. Is that where you wanted him?
Yes.
All right. And do you have to, is that an automatic thing? Do you have to roll anything before that
Yeah,
happens?
it's automatic. And then
Okay.
he's going to go after my turn.
Okay.
So I guess it's his turn now since it ends my turn.
Yes, it is his turn now.
Okay.
Shadow Spirit.
Yes.
All right. Does he have any stats?
Yes, he has a stat block. It's called
Okay.
Shadow Spirit, if you want to look at it.
Yeah, let me grab it real quick. Or you can just play it. You can just play it.
Yeah.
If you've got
All
it
right,
there.
so he's going to make an attack.
Okay.
So let's see here. That'll be a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
On Shadow Spirit. You got to bring some game.
All right. Now end its turn.
Okay. That's cool though. What does it look like?
It's like I guess shadows kind of form together into like a spirit that's kind of standing up.
Oh, that's cool. It's like the shadows from like Gimner's lamp just sort of start swirling around the room and like emerge from the ground.
Yeah.
The shadows from Ghost.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Drag you to hell, yeah.
Yeah, that creeped me out. That scene. That was pretty scary.
You should go back and watch it. And it's like, wow, that's the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life.
I know. Yeah, there's some bad CGI there. Let's see. That ends your turn. That ends Shadow Spirit's turn. Elisar, you're up.
Yep. I actually made my saving throw last time, so I'm going to go ahead and do Witch Bolt.
Okay.
On the same one I've been attacking, which is the one to the original one that Taz had hit.
Down here.
Yep. And it's plus 4 to. Oh, all right. It's a spell. It's Witch Bolt. Mark, you got your critical miss?
Oh no.
Hey, Connor, do you have yours? I think I have one down here I can dig out.
Oh no.
I don't think I have mine up here.
Okay, hang on.
Let's just pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, no. What was that? A critical hit table?
Oh man.
Yeah. Except reverse that.
You guys have been like just busting through all these encounters, so I figured I would amp this one up. We don't need like critical fails or.
No, we do not.
Okay, I got it.
All right. So let's go with a 40.
All right, a 40 and a 40. I'm joking. Okay, you have lost your mental bearings and you need to recover.
Okay.
You cannot take any more actions, movement, or reactions for the rest of your turn. Then at the beginning of your next turn, make a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw. On a success, you may take actions, movement, and reactions as normal. But on a failed save, you're still recovering and can try again at the beginning of the next round and keep repeating this on every failed saving throw.
My goodness. And what's the save that he's got to make?
D10 for
He's-
wisdom.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, man.
And that's the start of your next turn?
At the start of my next turn, yeah. So I started to go and I was like, oh, E equals MC squared. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So that's it. That's all you can do for right now. You're just like bum puzzle.
I can make a good target. I'm healthy.
What was that, Mark?
The shadows freaked him out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't know he could do that.
I mean, you hear this like from their mandibles clipping together, and then like their eyes have this really strange sort of yellow golden glow that just seems a little hypnotic, the eyes of both of these creatures. And Taz will attest, it's very disorienting. He might be able to attest.
That's what happened to me.
He may be able, yeah, exactly. You may think that's what happened to you, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Gimner, you're like down in this tunnel. You've kind of bolted past these guys. What are you gonna do?
I'm peeking over my shoulder at the beginning of my turn to see if it's following me.
Yeah, it's still got its back to you.
Oh, how dare it. I will turn around and launch a psychic blade right into his back.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, it's a Christmas present to a rogue, back turned.
It's trying to chomp the shadow spirit.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, 26.
That hits.
All right, and it looks like there's still an ally within melee range.
I think the shadow spirit counts as an ally since he's working for under the,
Yeah, it says on the stat block it counts as an ally.
Yeah, Harlan. Okay, there you go. He's certainly right up on this guy.
My screen's slow. I'm just. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so the psychic blade damage and the sneak attack damage combined equal 14 psychic.
Ooh, nice.
And then I will taunt it some more.
Go for it. Taunt it a second time.
And if it turns and comes to me, I'll use my cunning bonus action to begin to disengage and move down the hallway, trying to bring it down with
lure it back. Okay. Is your taunt like a spell attack?
Oh no, I'm just talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking grown trash to him.
Okay. Yeah, it's just it's interesting as you sort of attack it this direction. You don't feel any sort of disorientation or even hint that there might be. So you're talking trash. It completely ignores you. You don't know if it just doesn't understand you. It felt it. It felt the hit on its back, but it's sort of taking up the entire hallway and the entire tunnel that it just kind of created, and kind of filling that most of that space, other than the little bit that you were able to kind of squeeze past to get past him. So he does not turn, but you don't need to make a saving throw.
Okay.
And it is its turn. It is going to swing one of its claws towards this shadow spirit, since it's kind of right in front of it. In fact, it might swing 2 claws to the shadow spirit. Let's just say that. One is a 15 to hit. The other is a 27 to hit. Yep. So Harlan, how does that work for this shadow spirit?
7 to hit the shadow spirit, was it?
It was a 27.
Oh, okay.
And then a 15.
All right. So the armor class of the shadow spirit is a 14.
So both of those hit.
And then its hit points are a 35. So it's just a regular creature.
Okay. So both of the claws hit. I'll roll the damage. And that's 20 points of slashing damage. So
okay.
It's still up. The shadow spirit's still up. The mandibles, it sees you, LSR. It's just going to try to chomp right on you with its mandibles.
Yep.
Ooh. A 10.
Oh, good. That makes sense.
So it's like distracted by the shadow spirit. It turns and chomps you. This one here, is going to take a step forward into the room. Why is this not wanting to move? Do I need to do this? No. It's been too long. I can't remember how to move these guys around. Like, it just wants to resize it. It doesn't want to move it. I don't know why. It seems like it's locked. Well, anyway, so it's going to, I'll just redraw it. It's going to step kind of into this space, use some of its movement to step towards you, Harlan. And it's going to try to snap its mandibles at you.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit with the mandibles.
That misses.
All right, and then it's going to swing at you with a couple of claw attacks. 13.
That also misses.
And 18.
That hits.
Okay, so he gets you with a claw. And 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that'll end both of their turns. And it is Taz, your turn. You've got to go kind of either in or out with your direction.
Okay. Rolling. I rolled a 2.
Let's see. You can decide whichever way you want to go. Is one out or in or 2 out or in? It's up to you.
I guess since the way you said it was in or out.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Yeah.
So you're heading back into the cavern?
Okay. Can I just charge straight into that one that's there?
You can. Yeah, you can totally charge straight into this guy.
Okay.
That one moved.
How's everybody looking as I charge back into the
You see a lot of blood on the ground. There's blood from you mostly, I think, but there's also some coming from Harlan. Everybody else, you guys feel free to fill in the blanks on that one.
I'm looking pretty clean unless you're looking for old blood.
Okay.
Do the manicores look bloodied at all?
Yeah, the one that is over here next to the Shadow Spirit, you know, it's like a big arachnid, so it's, you know, it's not, every time you hit it, it sounds like you're hitting, you know, an animal, right? Kang, kang, but it's chopping into it, and so the blood that you see, or it's more of a kind of an ooze, really, and it's difficult because it's very insect-like. You can't really tell how it's looking. It's hunched, it's still striking, but you've hit it many times.
Okay, so I'm going to attack the one that I charged straight into.
Okay.
I rolled a 23.
That hits. It's a little bit smaller, by the way, than the other one, just so you guys know.
Okay, so that's going to be 7 points of slashing.
Okay.
And 6 points of radiant on the first attack.
Ooh.
And then on the second attack, it's going to be 15 points of slashing.
Oh, man. Again, it's facing Harlan. You're kind of attacking it from the back. You don't feel any sort of wooziness or anything when you're looking at its back. So you don't have to make a saving throw, a charisma saving throw on this one. That definitely hurt it. You can see, just similar to the other one. I mean, you were smashing the armor of it, but it's beginning to show these lacerations that look like it's doing some damage. Does that end your turn there, Taz?
Yep, that'll do it.
All right, Harlan, it's your turn.
Okay. Harlan is going to try to stab the one in front of him with this trident.
Okay. Come at this guy here. Okay.
That's going to be a 10 to hit.
That misses.
All right. And then he's going to tell his shadow spawn to attack the one in front of it.
Okay.
And then
it's the shadow spawn's turn.
Yep.
Go for it.
I got a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh. And then it's gonna do. Let's see here. 12 points of cold damage.
Cold damage. Let me look. Yeah, that works. Is it just sort of like puts the shiver through the creature, like some other earthly, unnatural cold that kind of just goes through the body of the creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of flinches. It's still on its feet. It flinches with that, and its mandibles are just chomping even faster now. And Gimner, you're up.
All right. So this thing still has his back to me?
It does.
Okay. We'll just use a psychic blade like I did last time.
Kind of in here in the tunnel that it made, if I can draw the circle. Yeah, go for it.
All right, 26 to hit.
That definitely hits. My dog is leaving me.
All right, here come the magical dice. Oh, that's good. Okay, so a grand total with sneak attack of 20 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
You like
And
it?
same thing, I'll just keep talking grung trash to him.
You're talking grung trash to this
And
thing.
if he turns towards me, I'll use my cunning bonus action to sort of disengage and move down the hallway, luring him down the hallway.
It does turn to face you.
Nice.
And then it reaches out its claws and just falls. Kaboom!
now I'm really talking.
Dust flies up around it.
Flexing his biceps.
It's so Harlan, from where you're seeing this massive creature, all you see is two little grung hands over the top of the back of this thing. You can't even see Gimner's face, just the little grung hands. Barely.
After that, we're gonna go east.
Yeah, exactly. You're never gonna hear the end of this. Yeah, so it just collapses on the ground. This one starts just as he sees, or it sees, its fellow, digger, tunneler, collapse to the ground, just gets extremely agitated. It turns to you again, Elisar, and tries to just lunge at you with its mandibles. And I believe that one's going to do it. A 26 to hit with the mandibles.
Just a bit, yeah.
Okay. That is wow, hang on. I know. 24 points of slashing damage with the mandibles.
Okay.
Yeah. These 8s are going super hot. And then it's going to try to swipe you both with both of its claws. Just livid. Oh, man. So one's a natural 20. And the other's a 15.
What was the 15 misses, thankfully.
Okay.
The original, you said it was 27 or 21?
Yeah, 27.
Okay.
I did say 27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 17 plus 10. Yep. So then that's also going to be 2d8 since it's a natural 20. Holy smokes. Okay.
It's never good.
I know. 20. That is 22 points of slashing damage. Wait, hang on. 21 points of slashing damage.
All right, I'm down.
So you went from fine to down.
I went from 47 to down. Yeah.
In one attack.
So remember who asked the question about who was bloody like a minute ago?
You are.
This guy.
Yeah. So you guys all see this thing just kind of shred into Elisar with these massive mandibles. One claw completely misses, but the other one, it's almost like it teased it. Sort of like it went over and you turned, like think you're gonna miss that one, and then just caught the other one, just smash in the face, knocks you down. Fly across the room, sliding on your back, out cold.
Like a light. Yep.
Like a light. The good news is you can't see its eyes anymore, so you're not going to need to take a charisma saving throw. So
yeah, I don't have to worry about my death saves. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Taz, it's still kind of facing away from you.
Yeah.
And you're up.
Is just the one left?
Just the one left. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go recklessly. It seems like a good time to do that. 25 to hit on my first attack.
That does hit, yes.
That'll be 10 points of slashing.
Okay.
And 3 points of radiant.
Okay.
Then my second is gonna be 15 to hit.
15 misses.
All right, that'll end my turn. Do I need to roll a charisma since it's facing away?
It's facing away from you. You're fine with the charisma.
Okay.
Harlan, though, you do need to roll a charisma.
Okay. Ooh, I'll be a 4.
That is not good enough. I need you to roll a d8.
Okay.
Now it's getting dark. I gotta turn the lights in here.
I'll be a 2.
Okay, nothing happens to you. It's your turn.
Okay. Which one is dead? Is the one next to my shadow spawn or the one next to me?
The one next to your shadow spawn is kaput.
Okay. So I'm going to attack the one in front of me with my trident again.
Okay.
That'll be another 10 to hit.
That misses.
And then I'm going to tell in my turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell my shadow spawn to move over and attack the other one.
The other guy's dead. I don't know why these guys don't want to move from me. There it is. Yeah, so what's the movement on the shadow spawn?
30 feet.
Yeah, no problem.
Right. And it'll be a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And then it'll be... see here. 8 points of cold damage.
All right. Again, just like the other one, it sort of shudders with this cold, energy, for lack of a better way to put it, that just sort of flows through it, sort of stiffens up a bit, upright, and then just hunches back down onto this attack posture. It's still standing. It's sort of got this grayish, greenish tone to its exoskeleton that wasn't there before, but it's still standing. And Elisar, you know what time it is.
I know what time it is. All right. Gotcha.
You good?
Yeah. What are we doing? Are we doing slaughterhouse? Are we doing
No. Old school, 0 to 10, 10 to 20.
Yep, gotcha.
Or 0 to 10, 11 to 20.
Yep, got it.
Gimner, you're still showing the guns.
He's pretty stoked.
You're still way down in the tunnel. You've got some movement to see 10, 20, 30. You could probably get there if you wanted to sort of hop over the carcass of this thing.
I'll do it, man. I'll jump on top of the carcass.
All right.
Beat my chest like Tarzan.
Yeah. What I'm talking about.
You're Elisar, did you see that? Oh no!
No, Elisar did not.
Why is Elisar sleeping over there?
Just remember, I got one good punch in.
Yeah, you
So
did.
in his, I don't know if this is going to work. In his excitement of celebrating, he sort of loosely launches a psychic blade.
Go for
18?
it. That 18 does hit. Yes.
Right. After do the sneak attack damage separate, so it just takes a moment to load. And
That's okay. You'll still need to make your charisma saving throw on this as well, because you are looking at this thing.
Yeah, okay, will do. So a total of 19 points of psychic damage. And the charisma saving throw is a 10.
Okay, you failed the charisma save. So as you were throwing the psychic blade, You caught sight of it. Roll your D8. A 2. Nothing happens to you. Similar to the other creature, however, when it gets hit with your psychic blade, it just sort of stands up straight and it just sort of does a slow face first fall. Boom! Almost shaking the cavern floor. You are Gimner, the Hulk Slayer. I mean, my goodness. Like, the problem you guys are gonna have is getting through these caverns now that Gimner's head is getting so big and taking out these massive creatures.
Gimner's doing his Sonic the Hedgehog like celebration dance. He's like jumping 15 feet vertical in the air, doing a few flips, landing back down with the Incredible Hulk landing.
Oh yeah.
Or is that Captain America?
The Superman, the Batman and Superman landing.
Pick the superhero landing. You got
superhero landing with the fist down. Yeah, just boom, totally collapses. It's also, put a little X on him. Black. Oh, also got to do that. X on you. Maybe. We'll see. Now, Harlan, what happens to your shadow creature?
So it can stay up for 1 hour.
Okay. So you can keep him running if you want to, kind of keep the engine running on that guy. What's everybody doing now? The creatures are down.
Gibner's trying to carve off one of those manticores as a trophy.
Yep. One of the big, here, I'll show you, get the picture back so you guys can
help.
One of these big things here?
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be a good trophy, have to admit.
Yeah, he steps a little bit on you as he goes to start cutting that off.
Yep.
Elisar, not like full on. Remind me again. So there's no turns. So does Elisar just need to keep rolling through the saving throws at this point? The death saves.
I don't have a way to stabilize him.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else has a way to stabilize him.
I don't have any healing.
None of us have any healing. I think we pretty much made that clear when we started this mess out.
Does somebody have any healing potions?
You had some before. You bought some.
But I don't have them in my inventory.
Body, please. I may have stashed one away.
Yeah, can I pat Elisar's body down?
You can pat him down. Elisar, how many potions do you have?
I have
of any type.
I've got one healing potion. Oh no, and I've got one climbing potion.
So I'm gonna pick up both of the bottles and look at them.
Oh man.
Can I tell the difference?
What's your make an intelligence check, Taz?
Come on, one kind of looks like a wheatgrass smoothie.
I rolled an 18.
Oh yeah, you can tell. You can sort of tell the difference between which is the climbing. What's the climbing potion's characteristics?
I can climb. I don't know. I literally just wrote down climbing potion.
Okay, yeah. Like a lot of times they'll put there's a little bit of rope floating around it or something like that. But
okay.
It's separated into brown, silver, and gray layers. Remember, resembling bands of stone. So you've got one potion that's sort of banded, and then you've got the healing potion, which is, they're clear, aren't they?
Yeah, I would say
I think they're red.
Are they red?
Or red, or something like
that. Let's see, healing potion. Blood red, in fact. Ooh, I learned something new. Healing potions are blood red. So one looks like blood, one looks like a stone layer cake. Hmm.
There you go.
Well,
you know which one's the healing potion.
I'm gonna feed him I'm gonna feed him the healing potion.
Okay. So with that healing potion, then you sort of hold his nose, open his mouth, blah 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 blah. Do you just roll? Is it the 1d4 plus? I always forget. Just a basic healing potion.
Yeah.
So 1d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. That's
Yeah,
right.
2d4 plus 2.
All right. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2. So 6. All right, cool. I'm awake. I'm like, whoa, who killed those things? Anyone?
There's a question for the group. Who killed those things?
Who killed those guys. That was good. Good job, guys.
Not me.
Gimner's doing his Tarzan.
So is Gimner just literally like beating his chest, like ignoring the question, just beating his chest? Nice. Do you guys? You also notice that there's this creepy kind of shadow thing. I don't know if he's creepy, Harlan. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but he's definitely something that's just sort of sitting there. Oh, hang on just a second, guys. I think somebody's at my door. Give me 1 second. Let me just. Oh, I think my wife is. Give me 1 second. I'll put you guys on mute. Just like that.
So Gibbs, what are you gonna do with that mandible? That you could maybe fashion that into a weapon or something, you know?
Hey, I say we go down the hallway and look for more of them. These things are easy.
Calm down, Tarzan. Let's get
Just joking.
All right, so I'll go back to the cavern. Yeah, the tunnels are still there. I took them away when I was erasing all the drawing, but there's definitely these two tunnels that just sort of go off the script. I mean, they kind of are just burrowing through the earth, and they actually are coming. When you went down them, Gimner and Taz, you may not have noticed because you were sort of discombobulated, but you may have as well. But they're definitely down sloping. They're coming from deeper in the earth as they were tunneling this direction. And then this room, if you guys are looking around the room, is basically there's some more of those eggshells that are in this room. Empty, broken, and part of this looks naturally dug out, and actually most of this little area looks naturally dug out. There's not the debris and the rubble that was in the other room, the big room with that Crick Alpha, but there's certainly some sign that Gricks were in here at some point.
Okay.
There's nothing else that looks like that belongs to anyone. There's no sign that there were people in here, humanoids or anything like that had actually made it into this little burrow. All right, where to next?
Hospital emergency room.
You have 6 whole points.
Well, 5. I mean,
Oh, 5?
Yeah, I was down. I was only down 1.
Okay, all right.
If we're going to continue to go east,
Hey, Patrick, you go up to 6. You don't go to negative hit points in 5e.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so you start with 0, right? Yeah, so you're up to 6. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Once you hit 0, unless you go full death, right? If you get like.
Yeah, if you.
That's the negative.
If you double up your hit point max.
Yeah.
Negative, then you automatically die.
Then you're dead. Not mostly dead.
Well, fellas, I'm feeling a little exhausted. I don't think I can do as much damage if we get into another scuffle.
I would say we rest.
Now, there's these 2 big tunnels that have come through here. I'll do this. Maybe I can just draw them this way. Let's see. Yeah, so one kind of came this way, and one kind of came in this way. But they kind of, and this one kind of turned, but then they just, continue to you don't know really how far down they go. But you got this room here, and you got this little tunnel that goes this way as well. That one.
Hey, where do you guys want to rest?
I don't know if this room is going to be great.
Yeah, it may not be great, but let's get to somewhere soon.
We could get to the previous room and maybe get on the back side of those boulders.
Yeah, we could
Turn
try
this
that.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those boulders look kind of big, so if we get our backs on the back side of the boulder,
Up in here.
Might get a little stay in the shadows.
And keep in mind too, this is where you had the short rest, and you were able to, what was it, an hour that you guys took? So you're able to sort of spend at least an hour in this room. Now, are you looking to take a long rest or another short rest?
I need to take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay.
Gibner can take the first watch.
He's still high off his
Exactly. He's like, yeah, oh, whatever you need, man, I got it. I'm good.
Gibner, the macho man, savage.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna head back down. You're not gonna go up this tunnel. You're gonna head back down this way. Because this thing could turn and open up into another fun thing, or it could end.
Yeah, let's go back to the previous room.
Okay. You guys head back here. You can hunker down behind these boulders. And I think I'm looking at 7:53. I know we haven't played in a while, but these are nice little bite-sized chunks. And let's call it an evening, and you guys can take a long rest. And we'll pick up hopefully next Wednesday.
Sounds good.
After a long rest in this room, and then you guys can decide, do you want to go back or do you want to keep going east or west, basically, 2 directions. And then by next Wednesday, I'll have had 1 round of vaccine. We have to wait another, 3 weeks between them?
Yeah, 21 days.
Yep.
So sometime, and then after you get your second dose, how long do you have to wait? 2 weeks after that?
No, you don't have to wait.
Ooh. So maybe end of April, beginning of May.
Here, let me see if I can find the.
We may be able to finish this campaign up
In person?
in person.
Ooh.
Man.
That would be cool. Because when we play in person, we play for several hours. It's just the online thing. It's tough to keep staring at the screen. We've been staring at the screen all day. So.
Okay. This is out of Israel, so it is only applicable if you're getting. This thing is making me disable my ad block to look at this article.
Oh no, that's okay. I seem to think that I seem to remember that there's something like when, after the second dose, that's when the real immunity kick hits. The first dose is like kind of getting the engine prime. The second dose is when it's cranked.
Here it is. I got it.
Yeah, got it.
So this is out of the New England Journal of Medicine. The vaccine efficacy for Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine BNT162b2. After the first dose, it was calculated to be 52.4% during the first 2 weeks after injection, and then their analysis concluded that prior to the second dose, BNT162b2 has an efficacy of 92.6%.
Ooh,
we like that.
So as soon as you hit, on the day that you get your second dose, you're at 92.6% efficacy.
I'm gonna roll my D100 here.
Uh-oh.
41. I'm in. It's not greater than 9. I was gonna look at 94, 95, 96, 97. There's that little chance, little slim chance.
Yeah, from what I understand, the second dose is more to make sure that it's inferring long-term immunity.
Oh man, I love the sound of that. So maybe by the beginning of May.
That may work.
That would be awesome.
That would be.
That would be cool. That would be super cool. But until then, we'll do our little weekly, our weekly little Zoom things, and we'll get there, man. So
Get there.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Ryan.
Oh, do you guys know what that was, by the way, that you were fighting?
No.
Let me show you in the monster manual. It's cool. Oh, not that.
I took a picture of myself.
Yeah, I know. Where'd it go? There it is. Let me move it. Since I've got my screen sharing here, then I've got to share my screen again.
Yeah, all jokes aside, those were tough creatures.
They were tough. They were real tough. I knew, I had a feeling somebody was going to go down with this one.
48 points of damage on one turn. Yeah, that's tough.
Well, I also rolled 2 natural 20s, and my damage dice were pretty on fire too. That's what you guys had.
Christmas dice. Oh, Umber Hulk. Okay, cool.
Umber Hulks. Yep. So they burrow, they're tunnelers, right? So they just kind of burrowed up and through and they've got this little mind scrambling thing when you look at their eyes.
Man, that was a high challenge rating battle. 2 challenge rating 5.
2 5s. Yep. I've got my spreadsheet, and I said to myself, I said, listen, man, you like these guys. Why are you doing this to them? I'm like, yeah, I do like them.
Cuniance, I say, cuniance.
So a hard encounter. I mean, it was 3,000 versus 3,600 for 2 of those things. Deadly, it wasn't quite deadly, right? So, but I definitely amped it up to even on the right side of hard. So it wasn't even light hard, it was heavy hard. So I was curious how, and I had some backup plans just in case, but but I wanted to throw some weight around. So it reminds me, I gotta do XP. I need to go back and see, because I haven't given anything since you leveled up, right? So the last encounter and this encounter, whatever those were. So I'll send out, I might put it in the line app or something so that you guys can have it before next Wednesday.
Cool.
Awesome. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
And we'll talk to y'all later.
Yep.
All right, see
Bye,
you.
everybody.
See you.